Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. 4 shot, 1 fatally in Waterhole St Andrew. 4 people were shot, 1 fatally in a drive-by shooting in the Unity Lane in Waterhole St Andrew this morning. The deceased has been identified as windshield wiper Alton Huffiden. The injured persons are being treated at hospital. The incident happened about 9 o'clock, and the commanding officer for St Andrew South, Senior Superintendent Kirk Ricketts, says the police believe that the shooting was a reprisal for Saturday's stabbing death of Andre Douglas at a football match in the area. Ricketts also said the police cannot confirm reports of a child being killed in today's shooting.
Sometime earlier this morning, a grey Toyota Pro Box motor car with several armed men aboard drove along the Unity Lane in the Waterhouse area, alighted from the vehicle in the vicinity of this premises, and opened fire on several men that were at the premises. 3 of the men were shot and they were taken to the hospital and are being treated. The car continued along this road where another individual was shot. He has since succumbed to his injuries. The scene is now being processed by our detectives, and a full-scale investigation is being done to identify the persons who would have carried out this incident. From the preliminary reports, we are picking up that it is gang-related. There is an ongoing gang conflict with some group of men from this side from another area in the Olympic Garden space. And so it is attributed to gang conflict, which is ongoing, and an active investigation, like I indicated, is going on at this time. Well, I wouldn't want to speak to the operational outputs that we're going to do, but certainly we have some assets in the space, and we're looking at the area where the men are from, and some things have been put in place to address this issue.
Man killed by police during alleged abduction of woman in Manchester. Police say a man was fatally shot and a firearm seized during an alleged abduction of a woman in Mayday, Manchester on Monday night. The man's identity has not yet been released. One Browning 9mm pistol with 2 rounds of ammunition were seized. A police report said sometime Monday night, officers responded to a call about the abduction of a woman in a Toyota Mark X motor car. The police say gunmen opened fire on them. The gunfire was returned and 1 of 3 men was fatally shot. The police say the other 2 men managed to escape. The woman was not harmed during the confrontation. Pastor Steen's son pleads guilty to his murder at Westmoreland home. The teenage son of slain Westmoreland pastor, Garnet Foster, has been convicted for the gruesome killing. The 17-year-old name is being withheld. He pleaded guilty to the murder in the Westmoreland Circuit Court, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions confirmed. He is scheduled to be sentenced on August 4. Foster, 45, who was the pastor of the Church of God of the Mountain Assembly, was killed in his sleep at his family's home in Petersfield on July 23 last year. According to police report, the teen told his uncle and grandmother, who lived next door, that he had discovered his father's body laying in blood with a knife sticking out of his neck. The relatives immediately rushed over and entered Foster's room. They reported that he was covered in blood with stab wounds to his upper body. The well-known clergyman was rushed to the Savannah Lamar Hospital, where he died while undergoing treatment. Man fatally shot in Riverton City. A man was shot dead in Riverton City in Kingston on Monday morning. At 6 o'clock, Donovan Williams, a 29-year-old scrap metal worker of Ferguson Drive in Riverton City, left home to purchase items at a nearby shop. He was fatally shot when he returned home. The Hunts Bay police are trying to ascertain the motive for the killing. St Andrew man killed in gun attack. A man is dead after gunmen struck in St Andrew North Police Division on Sunday. He has been identified as 28-year-old Lamont Lynch of a Stony Hill address. Mr. Lynch was walking along the Mount James Main Road about 6 p.m. when a car drove up and 3 men alighted. They opened fire, killing Mr. Lynch on the spot. PNP wants probe into disappearance of Donnadonalds expedited. The People's National Party PNP is calling for the authorities to expedite their investigations into the disappearance of social media influencer Donnadonalds. Donaldson, 24, has been missing since July 11. The opposition party in a release indicated that since police personnel have been associated with her disappearance, the Independent Commission of Investigations INDECOM is to be vigilant and its statutory responsibility to ensure probability and that they will leave no stone unturned. The party is demanding full transparency in the investigations and that Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF goes the extra mile to ensure its operations are above board. The public is looking on and expects that the law-abiding, both within and outside of the force, will do whatever is within their powers to support a thorough investigation, the statement read. The party also used the opportunity to encourage anyone with information on Donnadonalds' disappearance to contact the JCF or Indicom. St. Catherine Parish Court to resume operations. The Judiciary of Jamaica says full service of the Administrative Office of the St. Catherine Parish Court will resume on Tuesday. Sections of the court were scorched by fire on Sunday. A man has been taken into custody on suspicions of arson. With the reopening of the office, the agency says civil and family matters listed for the main court in Spanish Town and its outstations in Linstead, Old Harbour and Portmore will be rescheduled to new dates. Members of the public are therefore being asked to attend the respective courts on their given dates in order to be advised of the new dates. Criminal and traffic matters listed for the main court in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, and its outstations in Linstead and Old Harbour will be heard as previously scheduled. For further information, members of the public may contact the Court Administration Division at 876-754-8337. Sister of driver in two-bus collision says he had stopped speeding. Bus driver Kermit Jeremy Grant, one of the two people who died in the horrific traffic crash that has left more than 20 people injured on Sunday, was known for speeding but had reportedly slowed down on the roads recently. I heard he cut his speed. He used to be a fast driver, but I heard he's not driving so fast again. I heard he kinda cut it now, said Sister Natalie Grant Johnson to reporters. She was responding to speculations based on the extent of damage to both vehicles that speeding appeared to be a factor in the crash. Pictures and video footage showed the front end of both vehicles demolished by the impact. A grief-stricken Grant Johnson appealed to other road users to be careful. Please take your time and drive. It's not nice to know that you leave your house and then only to hear a bad news that you crash and die. So road users, just be careful on the road and take time drive, she pleaded. The second fatality for Sunday's crash was Grant's passenger 56-year-old Elizabeth Palmer, while 14 others were seriously injured. Grant was behind the wheel of the 15-seater Toyota Hiace minibus that collided with a 30-seater coaster bus. The crash occurred shortly after 9 a.m. on roads wet from a slight drizzle. Grant, father of a boy and a girl, would have turned 39 on August 1. His relatives are now left to grieve a man whom his sister said was reserved, unlike the rest of his talkative family members. Grant Johnson said the family is receiving comfort from friends and neighbors. Since the start of the year, 270 deaths have occurred on the nation's road. New Port Maria Fire Station will be opened this year, says Mackenzie. Local Government Minister Desmond Mackenzie has committed to handing over the new Port Maria Fire Station in St. Mary by year-end. The fire station was abandoned in 2006. Since then, the Jamaica Fire Brigade has been using rented facilities while work is being undertaken on a new building. Mr. Mackenzie, who was addressing a town hall meeting in Port Maria last week, said work on the long overdue fire station will be finalized by this year to complete the circle of stations the government had committed to finish in 2022. Having completed the Montego Bay Fire Station in St. James earlier this year, the local government minister said the new fire station in Yellow St. Thomas will also be opened soon. Almost 80 new streetlights installed across St. Catherine, 266 lights repaired. The Jamaica Public Service JPS said it has heightened its response to streetlights repairs, repairing 266 streetlights in St. Catherine, including the municipality of Portmore during the month of June. The report on the company's activity was made in the last municipal corporation and parish council meetings for the parish. Reporting on St. Catherine, Customer Care Manager for the parish, Howard Whiteley, explained that JPS teams had installed 79 new LED lights across the municipality of Portmore and parish of St. Catherine combined. He also made note of the work of teams on the ground, which have changed 72 poles across St. Catherine as part of efforts to improve the local infrastructure in light of the hurricane season as well as to maintain general safety standards. In the neighboring parishes of Clarendon and Manchester, JPS reported a total of 59 streetlights having been repaired for the month of June, with 21 new streetlights being installed in Manchester. JPS teams have also been keen to maintain clear lines, with a total of 60 kilometers of debushing having taken place between the two parishes. Operations Manager for Manchester, Devon Willis, noted that the parish leadership has been seeking to address any outstanding issues in the parish. Likewise, Customer Care Manager for Clarendon, Karim Jackson, has committed to escalating any queries from the council in an effort to have them resolved. 65 new COVID-19 cases, 2 more deaths. Jamaica on Monday reported 65 new cases of COVID-19 and 2 more virus-related deaths in the last 24-hour period. This brings to the total number of cases recorded on the island since the start of the pandemic to 145,803 and the death toll to 3,186. Of the newly reported cases, there were 39 females and 26 males, with ages ranging from 1 day to 108 years. The cases were recorded in Kingston and St Andrew 18, St James 10, St Anne 1, St Catherine 6, Westmoreland 9, St Elizabeth 1, Trelawney 3, Clarendon 3, Manchester 1, Portland 6, Hanover 4, and St Thomas 3. St Mary was the only parish that recorded no new cases. Meanwhile, the latest fatalities are a 61-year-old female from Clarendon who died in September 2021 and a 59-year-old male from Clarendon who died in May 2022. According to the latest statistics from the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the country also recorded 99 new recoveries, bringing the total number of recoveries to 93,342. The country's positivity rate for the latest batch of testing is 17.2%. There are confirmed 1,454 active cases on the island. Approximately 96 patients are hospitalized. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.